Good evening, everybody, and welcome to an episode of the Seftimor Daily. Didn't get one out to you yesterday. Had some issues with the PC. Trying to stream yesterday. Got about an hour in. Not too much. And then it was a little late. Wife needed help with the baby, so wasn't able to record. But it's good because I got a story for you today that literally happened today, and I think it's inspirational. First off, I want to, if you're watching this, I do have a tweet up, which happened today, from a guy named Rui. That's ROOIIEE, mixer.com/Rui, ROOIIEE. He's a streamer that came into my channel from reading my 10 rules of success for Mixer, and we've stayed in touch ever since. I don't get to go into his stream as much because he's on early in the morning while I'm at work. But he also has his first child on the way, so get ready, buddy. Hashtag positive parenting. But he wrote to me today on Twitter, said, "You probably don't even realize, but your content is what helps me stay inspired. Not just that, but the value and meaning behind everything you create just powers me. You have an incredible knowledge that I feed off of, grow from, and learn. So thank you." That's it. I mean, everybody wants to be this big thing, but that's a win. That's a win. We win. No, I win. As long as you touch one person, it's about bringing value. So I wrote back, I said, want inspiration to create, even though you might not have a huge audience, create value for others. And then I thanked him and said, he's the reason. People like this are the reason you never stop. You never know who's listening. You never know who's reading. You never know who's watching. And if you touch one person, that's a fucking win. Anyway, I wanted to get into a little story. So I leased my car, and I'm about 6 months out from my lease, but because of traveling and running stuff for the business, I'm over my mileage. So if you know anything about leasing, that ends up being like 15 cents a mile, which is ridiculous. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. But anyway, I talked to a guy who runs a cleaning business. He's a customer of ours, and he comes in usually every day, and we talk business and life and all that. Really good guy. He came in today and he said, "I might have a lease for you." I said, "What do you mean?" And he goes, I'm going in as a partner to own a dealership, Nissan dealership, which I have a Nissan now, out in Philadelphia. So he's like, the paperwork is going through and we might have it in January. So I started talking to him, and from talking to him before, he always tells me he's got Corvettes, you know, the whole deal, and he's a big car guy. And we were talking, and he's going to be with his son and the current owner. The three of them are going to be running this dealership. And ever since he was young, his passion has been working on cars. And I looked at him, I said, "You just got your dream job." He said, "Yep. 68 years old. I got my dream job." He's a guy that is not one to retire, not one to give up, not one to do anything like that. Has his own cleaning business now and runs it very, very well. The thing is that you can't ever stop. That's what I hate. I hate when people are getting upset about not making it in a year or not making it in 2 years. This dude is 68 years old, been doing his passion of cars as a hobby since he was a little kid. He just got a dream job of doing his passion for money at 68 years old. If that ain't fucking inspirational, then I don't know what to tell you, because that's incredible. It really inspired me today, and I think that it relates with one of Broman's podcasts where the person said, what about streaming as like retirement? That way I don't put pressure on myself, and then, you know, if I'm 30 now, in 35 years, if I make it in streaming, I could use it as and retire. Now, it doesn't have to be streaming, it would just be content creation in any factor, but I always preach, and I get ahead of myself too, because I look at numbers and all that, but the thing is that it's not going to happen in a year. You know, the things that we want to do are crazy. You know, it's like making it in a rock band, or making it as an author, or making it as anything that's against the norm. And it's going to take time. So just make sure. That's one of the reasons I got into streaming, because I could get burnt out on writing. I could get burnt out on, podcasting's not too bad, but I can get burnt out on these things. Streaming, I can't. Streaming is something that every single day, like right now, being with my son, greatest thing in the world, still in the back of my mind, man. I want to stream because I love it, and I love everybody here. I love everything. And what I'm trying to say is that, so I have a love for it, and I go to work and I make my money that I need. Would I like to be making more? Of course. But it's either do something that will return your value, or give you a monetary return quicker, and hate it, just like you might dislike your job currently. So now we're in the same boat, except we're making money online. Or we base what we want to do around what we love, and we do it every day and see where it takes us. And if it doesn't take us where we want to be, guess what? We worked our passion. Every single day we built something. People don't understand that. People don't get it. Like, people don't get, like, think of where you're going to be streaming in 10 years. Think of where your YouTube channel is going to be in 10 years of creating every day. Not like here and there. Of really putting the work in because you love to do it every day. Not 1 year, not 6 months, not whatever, 10 years. Don't ever give up on your passions. Keep at it, and do it for the right reasons. Do it because you love it, and do it because it gives you oxygen, and without it, you can't breathe. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you want to follow me on anywhere I create, streams are still sporadic because of the little newborn man. So mixer.com/Seftimor if you want to follow me on there, so you get updates when I go live. And then I have YouTube is Seftimor Live, and then Instagram, Facebook, Twitter is all, and this podcast, if you listen to the audio version at anchor.fm, is all at //Seftimor. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.